thought that was only in chickens, but I guess it's in people too. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chickens.
Yeah, you chop a chicken's head off, it'll still run around.
Welcome to another episode of Fact or Fiction. I'm A.D. Dolphin.
Ready, fight!
I'm Antoine Jones, the voice of D Herbs, and also 1/3 of Rough Cut Diamond Music, baby.
Do you know anything about your heart?
Muscle, middle of the chest, pumps the blood all over the body. I got a big one, not oversized, just like big, you know.
Fact or fiction, your heart can sync to the rhythm of music you're listening to.
It's funny because like now I'm thinking about it, I was like, I don't know if I've ever tuned in with my heart when I was making music.
Maybe that's the missing link.
You know what? I'm gonna go fact.
You could be listening to Van Halen, rock music, and your body's gonna lock into that beat.
Well, I think because like if you're listening to music that gets you pumped up or it relaxes you, right? It's gonna send signal from your brain to your body to like, hey, I'm relaxed. It's not pumping as much blood. Let's chill out. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the fact. I think the music you're listening to, your heart match the rhythm. You know what? Hold on. Bring it back.
Okay.
That's fiction. That
That's
seems
fiction?
crazy. That's fiction. It's
God,
fiction.
I usually can't really trick people into saying the wrong answer,
No.
but I am totally successful today. I knew if I led this guy down a certain
You
path,
gotta be kidding.
he would jump off the boat, and he did. It is a fact.
Ouch.
It turns out your heart rate and blood pressure will sync up to the music that you're listening to, especially if it's dramatic or it's loud in certain sections of the music.
So you really did lead me away from my
did.
I literally explained that in my little thing.
But you know what's so funny? I was gonna cut you off, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna let him fall on his face.
This is rigged, man. It's something. They're pumping gas in here.
They actually say it becomes more pronounced in you guys because you guys are so rhythmically kind of wound together. Yeah.
Sorry to all my musicians out there. I guess I should have known this. I should have been uniquely more attuned to this. That's all right, though. I think I'm going to get you. Fact or fiction, AD?
Yes.
You're most likely to have a heart attack on a Friday.
Wow. On a Friday? You know what? This is what I found out. More people have died on Christmas than any other date. That's what I remember reading. Friday is kind of like the holiday of the week.
It's the best day.
So I'm going to say that this is a fact.
They're just so excited to get to the weekend. They're just like, oh, because I get to deliver some news to AD. He don't get to hear a lot. AD.
This does not sound good for me.
It is actually fiction, AD.
Damn.
Painful.
More heart attacks happen on Mondays than any other day of the week.
Hearing you say it out loud, it actually makes way more sense.
And it's the inverse of what you were saying. So you were basically saying like Friday, everyone's so excited to get there. Well, here's the thing. They think it's because of the dread of having to go back to work on Monday. Boom, heart attack. Can you believe that? People have jobs where they like, I literally, they see Sunday night come around, they're like, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Can't a lot of people like to turn up on weekends. The effects by Monday, they get to them.
That makes so much more sense.
I came up on you and got you.
I hate my job. I'm gonna die today. Ugh, that's crazy. Fact or fiction, your heart can beat outside your body.
Fact, purely on the case of, if you could pull a Bruce Lee used to pull a beating heart and it would still be beating in his hand.
That is a movie though.
I'm going with fact. Don't look at me. You're not gonna run me off.
You're
my
really
square.
going with fact.
I'm going with fact.
Okay. All right. You got this one.
Awesome.
And probably the key to this, and this is even mind-blowing to me, is that your heart to keep beating, it doesn't need your brain to keep telling it to do that. Inside your heart, you have this thing called pacemaker cells that actually trigger your heart and tell it to keep pumping.
Oh, okay. I thought a pacemaker was just something they put in, but it's the thing that they made. They actually patterned it off something that's in your heart for real.
There you go.
That's crazy. Kind of like how crazy it is I got that right off just bow. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
So look, it even turns out if your brain dead, if your system still has oxygen in it, your heart will continue to beat. During the French Revolution, a lot of people heads got chopped off. Their heart would actually keep beating, sometimes up to an hour. And I know it's a crazy note.
That's wild. I thought that was only in chickens, but I guess it's in people too. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
chickens.
Yeah, you chop a chicken's head off, it'll still run around.
Have you ever cut off a chicken's head?
I haven't cut a chicken's head off. I have snapped a chicken's neck though.
Why?
Because you gotta eat.
I'm not going to Texas, you guys. None for me.
Well, lucky for you, AD, I got another question for you to redeem yourself from the early one that you didn't get right. Fact or fiction?
Okay.
You can die from a broken heart.
I remember my grandmother, and when she passed, I know it's kind of a sad note, but it's sad. But you saying what you said, the question that we're dealing with right now, just took me back to this experience. So I remember I took my grandmother to dinner. One of her sons, which is my uncle, had just passed away. Like I could just tell that she was so miserable. Like literally, her heart was broken. So for sure, I'm saying that you can die from a broken heart. Tell me my grandmother led me to the right answer here.
Yeah, you know what, man? You disarmed me with that. That was you were right. I'm glad you're right. I'm glad you're right. It is a fact, man. It's a fact. I mean, shout out to your granny. That's a fact.
All right.
Yeah, like you were saying too, like a sudden moment of like extreme emotional distress.
Right.
Literally, just exactly what you said can absolutely cause what is known as broken heart syndrome.
Whoa.
What basically happens is broken heart syndrome simulates like a heart attack. So the thing about it is, since it's caused by like an external factor, not like a heart attack where there's long-term damage to the blood vessels in the heart. You can heal up from it eventually. In 1% of cases, you can have your heart broken, get such devastating news that you'll get like 30 years of heart damage in one single blow.
But you know, it just really shows how emotional that we actually can be.
Absolutely.
And how valuable life is. And like I said, my grandmother was super sad about it. And that night, she passed.
Well, I'm sorry you had to have that personal experience, but you did because of that experience, you got the answer right. That's good.
Yes. This is your first experience with a tiebreaker, so let me explain it to you. One of us is going to read the question. On 3, we both will say our answer.
Okay.
Are you ready to lose?
I'm ready. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to win. Women's hearts are bigger than men's.
Fact.
Fiction. You know it. You know it. I'll give you a minute to not be so stunned like he's stunned.
Listen, every now and then you gotta throw you gotta throw one of the fish back.
Winner.
Thanks for watching Fact or Fiction, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section.
Brought to you by therbs.com.